Best fighter in the world, yeah.
I think it's Terence Crawford.
Tell y'all, Crawford ain't getting knocked out. He ain't getting knocked out. Look, where the evidence is supporting that? Where is the evidence supporting that? Just because y'all think he lighting the ass, y'all think that's just it?
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something which will fall into Canelo's hand.
Oleksandr Usyk explains that Canelo is making a huge mistake by stepping in against Crawford. In Usyk's eyes, Crawford stands as the clear #1 boxer in the world today and the true pound-for-pound king of this era. His words reflect the deep respect he has for Crawford's abilities, showing that Usyk places him on a higher level compared to anyone else, including Canelo.
Yeah.
Fair enough, great fighter, top fighter. So that's a good,
Yes.
that's a good #1, but it's debatable, it's subjective, but that's a good pick. So, round number 4. Why did Daniel Dubois push you yesterday? Do you know why? He gave you a push?
I don't know. Maybe Daniel afraid me. I don't know.
Crawford enters this showdown with a confidence that borders on absolute certainty. He has made it crystal clear that winning is not just possible, but inevitable. For Crawford, excuses have no place because he believes he is the more complete fighter, prepared for every scenario. This mindset comes not only from self-belief, but from years of experience dominating across weight divisions. When a boxer carries this level of assurance, it often creates heavy psychological pressure for the opponent.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Crawford's coaches issued a sharp warning to Canelo, stressing that his fighter's ambition cannot be underestimated. According to him, once Crawford targets a goal, there is no turning back. This trait has defined his career, as he has always embraced challenges others thought impossible. Moving up to face Canelo is just another extension of that mentality. The coach insists Crawford's strength isn't only in training, but in his mental toughness and relentless discipline. That unshakable focus has been the secret behind his success.
Got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We're going to do everything we can to him. We're going to do whatever we got to do. But one thing you can expect is Crawford is going to step to him. Because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something. And he better know Crawford is coming.
Gerald Miller adds another layer to the conversation by pointing out Crawford's hunger. In boxing, hunger often beats experience and even talent because it pushes fighters beyond their limits. Miller sees Canelo as a champion who has already achieved wealth and fame, while Crawford is still chasing a historic legacy. This difference in motivation could swing the fight in Crawford's favor. Hunger fuels harder training, longer hours, and sharper focus when the pressure's on.
Who do you think's going to win that?
I'm pulling for Crawford in this one. I think people are underestimating his strength right now and his size. And I think he's a little more hungry than Canelo. So let's see, though. But I like both guys, but I'm a little closer to Crawford, so I want to see Crawford can take it.
And lastly, quick mention on IBA Pro. Interesting concept that, people records on the line. So I know in boxing, people don't like risking their own and things. Do you feel like this is a step forward? So this could become a major player in boxing?
I think it definitely can. I mean, any opportunity to make some money and build your repertoire and your arsenal.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins delivers a bold prediction, giving Crawford an 85% chance of victory. Coming from a man who knows the demands of elite competition, that is no small endorsement. Hopkins values intelligence, adaptability, and ring IQ, qualities he sees in Crawford. By assigning such high odds, Hopkins acknowledges Crawford's ability to neutralize Canelo's strengths. He also reminds fans that upsets happen when skill, preparation, and belief come together.
Beat him? Can he beat Canelo? Is his skill so much that he's able to bridge the weight classes?
He has a legitimate chance. Over 60% for as my. If you say Bernard, give me a number.
Give me a number.
He has an 85+ chance to beat Canelo. Why? He's not going in there to prove something, which will fall into Canelo's hand. He would love for him to prove something. That means you will stay there and try to prove something. But to go in there and to let him know, establish that from the first round, that I belong without showing that I am tough. I earned my position to be here. And I want to show you, even though you're being stubborn, that your time not only have came, but it's gone. He ain't going to surrender and say I slowed up, so I'm going to act like it. No, he has to be shown. And it has to be early.
Tim Bradley makes a compelling case by reminding fans that Canelo has struggled even against less proven opponents. He highlights William Scull's ability to frustrate Canelo and force him into a full 12-round fight. If Scull could manage that, then the idea of Crawford failing seems ridiculous, especially since Crawford is viewed as the best pound-for-pound boxer today. Bradley's point is simple. Skills matter far more than just reputation.
If Skull, right, can hold Canelo to 152 punches thrown in an entire 12-round fight, 152 punches, you don't think Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can? You don't think Crawford can go the distance with Canelo Alvarez? If William Scull can go 12 rounds with him and keep him at an all-time low, 152 punches a round? Oh, my goodness. If Charlo, 154-pounder, can go up to 168 pounds, respect Charlo's skills, but he ain't got Crawford's skills. If he can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, you don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with him? You don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with him? The most skillful fighter on planet Earth? Oh, damn, let me go even further. If Jaime Munguia, you could throw a penny in the ring, it's going to hit him. You could throw a dime in the ring, it's going to hit him. You could throw a feather in the damn ring, it's going to hit him. It's going to hit him. If he can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez, you don't think Crawford can go 12 rounds with Canelo Alvarez? Damn, I got another one. I got another one. If Berlanga, if Berlanga can go.
Dowd Bey dismisses the whole noise around Canelo sparring with Jaron Ennis. According to him, this is nothing unusual and certainly not something that gives Canelo any edge over Crawford. Sparring partners come and go, but fights are won under the lights with execution. He explains that Ennis's family has ties with Canelo, and people are just overhyping the story. In truth, that sparring session means nothing. Crawford's unique skill set simply can't be copied by anyone.
Going off to spar Canelo ahead of Terence Crawford's bout.
For me personally, all right, well, I live in Philly, right? So interacting with Mr. Boozy and them sometimes, you know little stuff. So Boots, whole family, they been had a relationship with Canelo. Like, this not new. Pooh was up there camping with him, Farrar was up there boxing him or whatever. And then Canelo, period, he boxed Philly guys. When he was about to fight Floyd, he was boxing Brother Nazim nephew and all of them. So this ain't nothing really new that Canelo doing right now or that Boots is doing right now. I think that it's just being made to be a big deal because, like, on the internet, the fans, as much stuff as they like to talk about Boots sometimes, they understand from looking at his skill set and stuff like that, that he would be someone who can help Canelo. Like, you know what I mean, in a situation like this, if you're the kind of person that look at sparring and consider it to be a help, which it can be, especially, you know, Boots being a switcher, being a boxer, puncher, the athleticism he has, the footwork he has. If you wanted to get ready for Terence Crawford, that would be a great guy to box with. So I think that's a good thing for Canelo. I think it's an even better thing for Boots. Well, even better thing for Canelo because he's the one that got to fight right now.
No, Boots got to fight October 11th.
He
They're
does.
Moving up,
so he's getting this. You know what I mean? This up the level of Boots camp, and he get paid for it. I'm glad he got an opportunity like that. Get to see himself in there with a guy like that. Anyway, that can help him psychologically a lot. So
Crawford himself explained why he feels so confident. In his words, knockouts aren't only from big punches. They come from the shots opponents never see coming. This philosophy separates him from fighters who depend purely on power. Canelo may be famous for heavy punches, but Crawford insists the real danger comes from timing, accuracy, and deception. By frustrating rivals, wearing them down, and exploiting mistakes, he creates openings for the finishing blow.
Big punch to knock somebody out. It's the ones that you don't see that hurt you. All my fights that I loaded up and I try to catch somebody, you know what I mean, with a big shot, I typically miss or they see it at the last minute and they brace for it. You know, the ones that just flow is the ones.
Marcus Brown shares insights into Crawford's preparation, pointing to his sparring routine. Crawford often trains with fighters much bigger than him, including heavyweight-sized partners. This has conditioned him to absorb and respond to heavy shots without losing composure. Brown argues that this experience separates Crawford from those who panic under pressure. When Canelo lands clean punches, Crawford won't be rattled. He has already handled similar firepower in training.
I'm a fan of both of them, but I'm going with Crawford. Typically fighters, they don't want to say who they want to go for because they don't want to be biased.
Yeah.
And much respect to Canelo, but I'm going Bud.
Is there a particular reason why? Like, you're a guy that's moved up in weight, so you know exactly what it feels like to get hit by these bigger guys. Is that something that's going to play in the back of his head? Like,
of course,
gotta watch out.
It is, but it's not, because at the end of the day, it's not like he just got in there with somebody bigger than him. He's always probably been sparring with bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's that boxing IQ, which William Skull didn't put up no fight, but he showed somewhat of a blueprint to get this guy, in a space where he's confused.
Yeah.
And he can't touch his target that's in front of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think Bud got that IQ.
Victor Ortiz calls this matchup a masterstroke for boxing. He highlights his commercial power, predicting massive pay-per-view numbers. Yet beyond business, Ortiz picks Crawford as a likely winner. He dismisses the idea of Canelo's size being decisive, saying it's overblown. For Ortiz, this fight isn't about who is bigger. It's about who is sharper, smarter, and more precise in the ring.
Difference from Canelo then to Canelo now. Mm-hmm. Other than the way they're maneuvering their fights, he secures some amazing fights. Very smart with the matchups. Right, he'll go find somebody of this weight class that is yes, he's undefeated. Yes, he's got this and that, but they fought nobody. So it's a very they're very catered fights, but they do it very smart, like Logan and Jake Paul. But this guy can sell tickets. It's true of what Oscar De La Hoya said. So with that being said, what I know about the game is this much. I've known Terence Crawford since we were 7, 8, 9 years old because I'm from Kansas. Terence is from Nebraska.
Yeah.
And in little tournaments we'd see around the area, Four Corners or whatever, we'd always see each other. And he knew Bucky. I mean, I knew his team. And my thing is this. I have Terence Crawford winning on an easy fight. I believe everyone's like, well, Canelo's the bigger man. No, he's not. Terence Crawford and I, we're the same size. We're 5'9". Canelo's shorter than us. We're bigger than he is, chest-wise. I think really where Canelo's probably bigger than us is his legs. He's got thicker legs. Other than that, we're very athletic. We can box. We can bang. I believe I'm going with the Midwest. That's my brother, Terence Crawford.
Analysts warn that despite Crawford's brilliance, he is walking into dangerous territory. Jumping into Canelo's weight division means facing naturally bigger, stronger, and more durable fighters. Crawford has dominated lower classes, but this is a whole new test. Canelo has already beaten champions with size and power, proving he can thrive here. Crawford's move from 147 to 168 pounds is historic. Few fighters dare such a leap, especially with undisputed ambitions across 3 divisions. His camp has focused on more than weight gain. It's about transforming his body to stay fast, sharp, and conditioned at this level.
69 point, let's just call it 170 pounds, which is huge, absolutely huge for a 154 pounder. Especially, it's just shocked me that he's come up from 135 and now he's still putting on that much weight. He's rehydrating that much at 154. And indeed, to bring us even closer to the modern day, the thing that was posted, and again, this is the second time we've seen this, is why I'm kind of thinking there's a bit of a theme here with Crawford posting his weight when he's not actually in full training camp. On February the 9th, 2025, he posted an Instagram story and he showed himself weighing 186 pounds on a gym scale. Now, that's so much bigger than I imagined Crawford would be. I never thought this guy would walk around at 186 pounds. Which for anyone who needs the conversion is just over 84 kilograms. And now look, it's not an unthinkable weight for someone, but for someone who has fought as low as Crawford has, who is generally as lean and as in shape as Crawford is, that's a lot of weight.
Amir Khan delivers a strong defense of Crawford's chances. He praises Crawford's precision, especially his body shots that break opponents down over time. Those tactics crushed Errol Spence, and Khan believes they'll trouble Canelo too. Crawford's control of pace frustrates rivals, forcing mistakes he can punish. Khan also notes Crawford's push during the face-off wasn't just theatrics. It was a statement of intent. Analysts like Showbiz the Adult saw it as psychological warfare, proving Crawford won't be intimidated. He's aiming to win both the mental and physical battles.
Now after our fight we had, and also Crawford had shared training camp with him as well. It's a good fight. But I'm not going to say too much. Okay. I'm going to save it till on the day of the fight. Okay. But look, it's going to be a mega fight. Honestly, it's hard to pick the winner. Yeah. But like I said, it's a close one.
I know you said you don't want to say too much, but when people talk about Crawford boxing on the outside and using it as a movement, almost making it boring in a sense, do you think he can do that with the added weight that gets put on and him boxing in that certain style that we haven't really seen him box like before? In terms of boxing on the outside and almost sort of that stick and movement type.
You're talking about Crawford, yeah?
Crawford, yeah.
Look, Crawford's going to probably do the same thing that he knows best, which is box, be smart, slow movements, small steps. It's only small steps he's taking. So I mean, look, and it's always worked for him. Every fight he's been in, we thought that the fight with Spence was going to be hard, and he made it look so easy. Now, we've never really seen him in a hard fight where we've seen him in trouble. So maybe this could be the fight that puts him in that trouble to see what he's going to be like when he's under pressure. Yeah. You know what I mean? We've never seen either fighter under pressure, like a lot of pressure. I mean, you can't say...
Maybe Golovkin for Canelo, I guess you could say.
Exactly, yeah, Golovkin, yeah. But other than that, I don't class the Mayweather fight a hard fight, because Mayweather just a runner, wasn't he?
Yeah. But, I guess Bivol had the size.
Bivol had the size advantage, but this one, I think Canelo has the size advantage. But then again...
Andy Lee wraps it up by stressing the fight's overall significance. He rejects the claim that Crawford is too small, instead pointing to his physical transformation. For Lee, this fight is boxing at its finest. Skill against power, speed against strength. He insists Canelo's size is no guarantee, because Crawford's agility, creativity, and tactical adaptability can level the field. This clash is bigger than just another bout. It's the kind of fight that can reshape legacies and thrill the entire boxing world.
Like every good fight, no one really knows the skill and competitiveness and ringcraft of Crawford, or you can say the same things about Canelo, but just he has that size. And but I see Crawford in New York when Hamza fought Berlanga, and he doesn't look too small anymore. He's filled out a lot. He looks quite big. It's a great fight. I think they're equally matched in skill.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, and until next,